Good morning. This is a video for 6 weeks of web framework programming class. As we know, in first half of semester we focus in viewing data, and the second half next we will focus on modifying data. This week we will learn about modern UI UX implementation. We will use a model for showing any information and calling Ajax for or showing any information also in a page. Okay, we have an outline today. We will learn about what is model user interface, and then we will implement it with an internal source, and second we will implement it with external source. Then we move to Ajax concept and how to using Ajax in Laravel. Next we will implementing Ajax and model collaborate in a dynamic model. Okay, what is model? Model is a window, an element that sits on the top of application main window, in top of the main window. It creates a mode that disable for the main window, but it keeps visible, maybe in the form of like shadow, like that. With the model windows in front of it. User must interact first in the model windows before they can return to the parent application. When we use model, we use model for grabbing the user attention. For example, we need to interrupt any user task to get user full attention to something that important. The second, maybe we need user input, so we will get the information from user, and for example sign up on filling a form, and then continue again for the main application. Next, maybe we need to show an additional information in context. This is information but still connected with the parent context. For example, we use a model for showing larger image or larger videos. We also can use it for showing additional information but not in the context. For example, a notification, it is independent for the main context, for the main application, but it needs just to inform the user. Okay, this is the model structure. Usually there is this one is the model. The background is the main application that showing shadow. Okay, there is a title and a close button. Usually, sometimes the close button also in here. Close. For example, there is no activity for saving or editing. I just have a close button here. And this is the context. The context of the model. The model can also have a size. The size can very long. It will have a scroll bar, another scroll bar here. So the main application and the model have the different scroll bar. So in width model have can use wide or small, narrow width. For using modal, we have to use jQuery, jQuery Migrate, jQuery User UI, Bootstrap, jQuery Blog UI, and CSS Bootstrap. We already have all these jQuery, JavaScript, and CSS in our template. Okay, we will implement a simple model first. We will showing a disclaimer, some like for information for user about the page. Disclaimer. Okay, we will show it in the model page. First, we will add the modal form. This is the structure of modal form. There is div with class modal fit, and then modal dialog here. This is the modal class, and this is the content. The content have a header in modal header, have a body, and then have a footer. This is maybe different in its template, but the concept is really the same. Okay, we can put anywhere in our welcome plate, this one, and then we add a button, some button or some icon, and if we click it, the disclaimer will be shown. This one, this is the result. Okay, we will doing this was so open our project, then we open welcome plate, this one. Okay, put the modal structure in here. There is a modal title here, disclaimer, and for example like this one, for showing this information for user. Pictures shown are for illustration purpose only. Actual product may vary to the product enhancement, like this one. Okay, this is a disclaimer, for example, for product that maybe different photo on the real product. Okay, we copy it, put it someplace. Okay, this one may be our previous meeting. We can cut it off. Okay, this is the model, and then it will still invisible unless we call it. We will call it with a button here. We will call it a button. For example, we put it in disclaimer button text. For example, right here. Okay, we will remove the menu and the supplier link. We put a link in for the disclaimer. This one. Okay, we will try it. Not yet solved. Okay. This one. Great exception. Okay. This one, disclaimer. Click the disclaimer, and this our first model. Disclaimer: picture shown under first only blah blah blah. Okay, the same with we add here. Okay. Okay. Next. Exercise 2. We will show photo of product. Okay, this is a little harder because we will use it for showing in many data in records. We will see our product. This one is our product. Okay. This is a reporter mahal products. This one. Okay, this one. This is our product. Maybe we will put some button here for showing the picture. There are two ways for showing a picture of product. First, we will move using a static with internal source. We will need to make we will need to make one model for each record. So we will put the model in the looping of this data. Put the image of the data in the model, and then put the color. Put also the color. Maybe we create a button or something here. Okay. This is the model for showing the product photo. This is a product name, and then also in title we can put the product name, and the picture goes here. It will put in our table TD. So this one already there in the name of product. This one in the name of product. Oh, sorry, but we already use it for getting the detail product here, for calling the detail product. So maybe we will move it. Okay, we will remove our previous code and replace it this one. This is will replace our previous code in nama product column, and then actually this one is not here. Okay, this one. Okay, and then we create a model for each data. We can put it inside the TD. copy it, copy and open the products in that spread. Where is the looping? This one. Okay, this one is the looping. Okay, we put it here. Okay, we replace our previous code here. Okay, then for every data in looping, it will, let's see, it will have a call right that this one. It's ref detail. After detail, there is an ID number, and this is connected with this one. And be careful, in each ref we have to add this one, sub okay. Usually programmer miss this one like this. Okay, for each ref it have to put this okay. So this one will open this model with the same ID. Okay, we will try it. We click here, click. Okay, that is our model. Okay, another product Castangle, for example, this one. Okay, great. Okay, our first wish is using a static model with different content for each record. Okay, next the content. Actually, we also can use external source. We can use our previous product detail here for put in the model for putting in the model content. Okay, we will try it also in our second way. This is already used for the first way. Maybe we need to make an asset here. Next, our second way, use static model and external source. We can use our previous product.show function with product ID as the parameter. Okay, we put another column. And this is another column. Place it after harga product column, and here we create a color that use to call the model here with ID show and ID in the the ID, show ID. So for the first product, it will have ID show 1. The second will have show 2 and X. Then the data target here connected with this one, and also we use sub pattern here. Okay, this one connected to this one, and for the href, this is the external source that will be called to fill in the modal content here. So in our modal dialog, this one is our modal dialog. The content is, we clear the content, and you can also put an animated GIF here for loading while waiting the page, external page come up. Okay, so there are two elements here. The color here, the color. The important thing is data target that related with the ID, and the href that related to the external source. Okay, we can put it in next after the column harga produk. This one harga produk, we can put it here. Okay, remember we have already wrote with name product.show with ID as the parameter. This one already built with our when we create our service route. Okay, we will try it. There are data button here, and if we click, oh sorry, okay, there is a mistake here. Okay, the what is called petik dua ini salah ya, dia berubah. It is changed while in PowerPoint. This one. Okay, I will check the PowerPoint. Where is it? Okay, this one in the data target. Data target, I will fix it first. Okay, then next. Okay, try it again. Okay, this came from external PHP, came from this one product ID. Sorry. Came from this one. Okay, but it's showing a model. Wait. Oh, maybe we also have to make a button close here. In our external there is no button close, so maybe we have to modify it. Okay, we have to modify it with a close button here in our product detail also. Okay, maybe we can take from our first model. This is the button close. Button close have a class dismiss equal to model. That's one. Okay, we add it in product sublet. This one. Okay, check it again. This one our close button. Oops. Dismiss not. Maybe we put it in our footer content. Okay. Right, still. Okay. Maybe we all have also move this one, and we modify just like the structure of this one. Here we have to have model header, because it will put in model content. So this one is model content, this one model header, this one model body, table is model body, and we close it here, model body, and last we have a model footer here. This one. Okay, we modify the sublet, and then model ready, table ready. Okay, we check it again. Okay, model title maybe we can change with nama produk ya, or product detail nama produk. Okay, we will check it again. Detail. Okay, this one is better. There are close button here, and there are close button here. So we maybe we cannot use directly our show split. We have to modify it with the modal structure. There are modal header, modal body, and modal footer. Okay, okay, maybe it is not recorded in our slide. I will edit later. This one not recorded in our slide. Modal header, modal body, modal footer. Okay, next we move to Ajax. Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. It is a set of web development technique that use client-side asynchronous calling the server-side web service. Okay, we will use Ajax with jQuery, so we can use the Ajax function of the jQuery. Okay, on the server side, we can use the response function to send response to client, and usually the format is in JSON format. So there are JSON here, and we can create something, we can do something after we receive and process the JSON, and maybe updating some element in HTML. Okay, in Laravel, Ajax will be placed in a view, and then there are JavaScript that calling the Ajax, calling the external, calling the web service. We put it in a view, and then we will receive the data in a controller. Okay. Script jQuery Ajax is implemented in a view, and insert the event header. jQuery Ajax will request to specific URL and accepted by the controller. The controller will process the JSON from the web service, and maybe the controller process it and then show it in another view. Yeah, this can be using another view for showing the data, or just use the PHP code inside the controller. Okay, the structure of the Ajax caller is like this one. There are request type here, post. It is recommended to use post. Always use post for security. And there are URL page here. And then the method. There are the page and the web service. And then sometimes we need to pass a parameter. This is the parameter and this is the value. We can put more than one parameter. Then after success, we can create anonymous function here, or calling some function here. Okay, data type is the data type that will be written in this function. The default is JSON, in form of JSON. Okay, for doing our first Ajax, we will create a notification, for example, with a bulb icon, light bulb icon. this one, inserted here. Did you know, for example, that did you know about something? First, we just make a message like this one. This message is sent by a controller. Next, after we success, we can replace it with some another useful information. Okay, the step is like this. We add the bug icon that will calling the jQuery Ajax, and then we create the Java function in our view. We post as a method. Then we define a root and what controller we use, and then we create the controller. Okay, we first put the pub icon. This one still in welcome page. We create the pub function here, and we also create empty div here with the ID is so info ID. We will put our Ajax information in this div, so we have to create the place first. This is the place for the information. Okay, this is the icon, pub icon. The pub icon, put it after this one. Sorry, the welcome. After the welcome message. Oh, still dashboard in my code. Put it here. Okay, this is the pub icon. We can try it first. Okay, we put also a div here before the title of our bakery shop. This one, the message will rise here. Okay, we just try to see our bug. Okay, this one, this is my bug. Next, we got the JavaScript. We put in some place, maybe in after the section content, and section of the section content here. This is the section content. So we can put anywhere outside the section because we will create another section. We create another section called JavaScript section. So in our layout, we have to create the yield. In our layout, we create the yield because this is a JavaScript, so we create the yield in head. In head, this one. We create the yield here. Yield, the name of the yield is JavaScript. This one. So our section will be placed here. continue to our JavaScript caller. Okay, this is the structure for the syntax for calling Ajax. This one is the root. We create maybe new root here. New root with name product.showInfo. We not have this one, so we will create this one to clean the root. And then for every post in Laravel, it must have the syntax token equal to JSRF token. This is a must be included in post calling. Then we create in success on success we create anonymous function that's showing info in the div show info. So info here related to the div right here. It is this one. HTML make this one will put any data here, any data inside the div. This one will put data.message inside the div. Okay. Then next we create the root. There is a explanation first. We will have we will returning JSON that have status and message. Maybe in the status we not use it yet. So, and there is a token that must be used while we use post method, and then the type is HTTP post, and then the URL and the routing. Data is the parameter, success the callback function. Okay. Next we create the new root with name product.showInfo. This one the function of one example function of the naming root. Okay, we create in root web HTTP. In last line maybe the root is post, and it can call with this name product.showInfo, or maybe with this URL product/showInfo also. The info will use the product controller with function name showInfo. So we will continue to create the product controller. Open the product controller and create showInfo method. Okay. This one is showInfo method. Just respond with JSON. We can create JSON with JSON array, and this one is the data. Status equal to OK. Message is it will be used for the information that put in the div. Okay, we copy and put it here. Okay. also the product controller, this is also the routing, and we will check it. Okay, we will move to this one. Maybe we have to refresh it first. We click the bulb icon. Okay, and the message is shown here. Okay, I repeat, we click the bulb function and the message shown here. So our code for trying the first Ajax is success. Succeed. This one, the step. We create the bulb, we create the place for placing the message, we create the color JavaScript Ajax, and we create the root in WebPHP, and we create the controller, the function. Okay, next we will modify for another information. For example, so the most expensive product, this one. Did you know the most expensive product is lidah kucing in my database? Maybe in future, when we already have a transaction, it can be changed with more useful information like most selling product or total income in this day, for example, another more useful information. Okay, as we know that maybe we just need to change the controller because the bug is already there, the div already there, and the root also. So maybe we just need to modify the controller. Okay, for showing the most expensive product, we can use product model here. We will order by harga product with descending mode, and we grab the first record. Okay, after first record, we just get the result dot nama product here. Maybe for example, if we also want to put the price, we can put it here also. The most expensive product is nama product. We will put it the price in our code. We copy it first. Okay, put it here in show info. So the message, did you know the most expensive product is some product with price, for example, with or for example we just put the product price RP result harga produk. Okay, this one. Okay, because we already have product model, we can get the record with which have the harga product, the highest harga product with ordering it, and grab the first record. Okay, we will try it again. Click. Okay, this one. Oops. Okay, the most expensive product is lidah kucing RP with price. We have to put this one. Okay, after maybe we have the transaction, we can put more useful information here, more maybe not just one information, we can also put some information here, daily income, the most popular product or something like that. Okay, we continue about modal and ajak. We will collaborate the modal and ajak in showing. We will show data from master category. We will show product of the category. This one will be used a dynamic modal. In dynamic modal, we just need one modal for every record. As we know in our previous exercise, in exercise 1 and exercise 2, we use a modal in each record, in each data. In the ajak based modal, we just need one modal form for all records. The content will be dynamically changed by the jQuery Ajax. This one. Okay. Okay, we will put this exercise in category. So we will put it here, category. This one maybe we put some button here, and after we click, there is the product of this category. So we put the modal in index, in category index. Split. Okay, we copy it. Okay. The ID is show products. In here, the ID for the content, because we will put something in here, so the modal content we have to put an ID in the modal content. And if you have an animated GIF, you can get animated GIF from here. Preloader.com, maybe just preloader first. Preloader.net. No, not this one. Preloader GIF. Okay, there's loading.io. Actually, this one. Okay, you can get some preloader GIF here. Like this one. So if the ajak function maybe some as consume extra time, the user will first will be shown the animated like this one, animated GIF while he waiting for the content load. Okay, next what we use this one, and the model ID is my model. It will be called in the button. The button will call my model. After it call, it also calling the JavaScript. The JavaScript will be create something content and it will be placed here. If there is a animated GIF, it will be replace the animated GIF here. Okay, we copy it, put it in category index split, category index, view category index split. We can put some place but inside the section. Yeah, I put it here, and we create the button here. Okay, the button is sliced in the bottom of product, not a new column. We put in after the product detail here. Okay, product name here. This one. Okay, there is okay. Okay, ready, and then create the JavaScript. The JavaScript will calling category subproduct. Better we put it here first. Outside the end the section because we create another section, the JavaScript section. We already create the yield section in layout, so we not need to make it again. This one is not need to make it again because already done in our previous exercise. Okay, this one with post type. Okay, because it will be different every category, we put this one, we put a parameter here. So products, we put ID here. So the function, we have to prepare the variable here. So products, the parameter will be saved in category ID, and while calling ajak, it will be placed as category ID also. Place it in the data. Place in data. We pass the category ID here. Okay. Okay, this one, my model is related with this one. My model is related with this one. This one, my model. So actually, this one will call the model to show, and then this one will be calling the ajak and filling the content. So this is a different, but this will call it first, and then on click it calls show product function and goes here. But before the show product function, usually the model already shown. So it will be nice if you have a loading animation GIF here. Okay, and then there is show products ID here. We put it here. After success, the products so products ID will be filled with the data.message. Okay, next we will define the root. Here we use category.showProducts. Okay, we copy it. There new root in web.php. This one, the name is category show product. Okay, category show product. We put the function in the category controller with name show products. The function name is show product. Next, we will create this one. Okay, this is for create the data. We use category model. We can get the category model with the parameter that sent by the function, because it's sent by a post method, so we can get the parameter with this one, post. This is the variable name, the parameter name. We can find method. It will be like finding the record with the IDs like this one. Okay, about find, it is already shown in advanced query. Okay, after this one we have a category record, category data. Yeah, we can get nama category here, nama category, and we can get the data product here. Okay, this time we will create a view because maybe if we want to show some details, some form with many details, a complex user interface. Maybe we will easier if we create a view. Actually, we also can use direct HTML here. For example, we create the div, we create the header, class header. But if it's too complex, it is better if we use a view here. So we can get a view. We can make a view with this parameter, nama category, and the products as data, the product data. So in view we will create some interface with more complex, the complex interface will reside in the view, not in the controller. This one is the view. We put the nama category in modal title, and in modal body there is a next slide. we create we looping and we create the product with the with the photo product, nama produk, harga produk, and the picture of the product. Okay, so we can put it in category controller. Category controller. Okay, put it here. Okay, this one get the category data with the key taken from the parameter category ID. And because we already have a relationship of category and product, we can get the product of this category with this one. Okay, nama kategori and the products data, we use it while calling the view. Oops, sorry, there is another this one. Okay, view. Maybe there is no one. This one. Okay, we calling view, and there is a render here. The render function will create a view in HTML code. Make JSON can accept the HTML code. Okay. Next, we will create the view. I think this one is not there. Okay. Next, we create the view. We create in show products in category folder. Category, we create new file, so products, and we create the structure of the model. There is a model header. Okay, sorry. So product.blade.php. Okay, model header, we put the nama of category here. Product in category name, and for the body, we copy it from here. It taken from the product page, and well, we present it in Bootstrap row and call Bootstrap grid. Okay, this one data is a product, so it will be looping. We can get the product, nama produk, harga produk, and the image. Save it, and we will try it. Oops. Category index click. Okay. Maybe there's in 75. Okay, index split 75 here. Okay. There again, replace the PowerPoint, replacing our this one. Okay, so product, we have to update the PowerPoint. So product root, this one. Okay, next, check it again. Okay, this is the detail, we click it. Okay, it's working nicely. Success. Okay, this one is came from controller and the view, and we just create one modal, but the content dynamically loading via the Ajax. Okay. That is. Okay, next. I think it is finished. Okay. If you have any question, just send it in our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you. We meet